Hi guys, this is my first video from the STM32 tutorial series. I hope I can provide you with a simple and practical tutorial so that you can start from scratch and finally, with sufficient identification of microcontroller peripherals, you can program. First, we have a general knowledge of the necessary software. There are three necessary software to start: STM32CubeMX, STM32CubeProgrammer, STM32CubeIDE. STM32CubeMX is a great code wizard that has a simple user interface, and you can do all the basic settings of your microcontroller inside it, and it will create the basic code for you. STM32CubeProgrammer, which is a programming software for ST microcontroller, and you can also apply settings. STM32CubeIDE, which is a complete IDE for STM32 including CubeMX. But I prefer to use it separately. You can also program it inside the IDE. Note that you need to install Java on your system to run these programs. I have already installed everything on my system, and now I will show you an overview of the software. The first one is STM32CubeMX. The version I used in the video is 6.9.2, and you may see changes if you have installed a newer version while watching this video. But they are usually similar and you can find them. Here, on the main page you will see some buttons that I will tell you now. Check for update button, which you can check if the STM32 packages or CubeMX have an update or not. As you can see, I have an update. The next button is Install Remove, where you can add other packages to your software. I also wrote the packages that you can use. If you want to add the package from the website, click the From URL button, and if you want to add it from your hard drive, click the From Local button. As you can see, I have already added my two packages. First you write the address. Then check and then OK. And the package will be installed that you can use in projects. As you can see, other companies are also doing this, and there are packages with Cube installation that you just have to install. You can start from this section to create a new project. It is clear from the name. Access to MCU selector, you can select a microcontroller that you should use this button for the boards you designed. Access to board selector, that you can choose the ready boards of ST company. The initial settings on the micro are done according to that board. Access to example selector, that you can create a project with ready examples for your target micro. I use a Nucleo board for training because it is much easier and the programmer is built into the board. I bought 3 boards, one of which is Nucleo G431RB. And I choose this board. As you can see the picture and specifications of the board. You should press the Start Project button. Here it asks if I should apply the default settings of your board or not. That we hit yes. As you can see, the microcontroller appears with a series of colored pins that I will explain to you later. In the left part, you can see all the peripherals of your microcontroller. You can set the clock of your microcontroller in the Clock Configuration tab. In the Project Manager tab, you can make general project settings. I strongly recommend it to select this option to create a clear code. In tab Tools for this microcontroller, you can check its power consumption in different modes. After applying the settings, you can create your desired project by pressing the Generate Code button. I will explain all of them later. Now I will show you the overview of STM32CubeIDE. Of course, when you install it, you won't see it like this. I installed a theme, and now I'll tell you how. Be sure to log in before starting anything. Click Login in the My ST menu. Now my menu is displayed as Hello Nima. Click the Eclipse Marketplace button from the Help menu and search for the word dev style to find it and install it. After installation, press the Performances button in the window menu. In Dev Style, click on Color Themes and choose your desired theme from here. Also another advice, put the address of the STM32CubeMX and STM32CubeIDE repositories as the same for updating or installing in each. Now your IDE is ready and you can compile your project. I also forgot to say that if you select a new series of microcontroller for the first time, the package of that will be installed automatically. Now we cannot see many features of the programmer, because the board is not connected to my computer. Here you can choose the programming tool. ST-Link, USART, USB. We are using ST-Link, which is the programmer is installed on the boards, and you just need to connect the USB. USART, which you can use using USB to serial converters in the bootloader mode. Also, the microcontroller can be programmed by directly connecting the USB to the computer in bootloader mode. We choose ST-Link and set its port to SWD. Because in boards usually SWD is connected and JTAG may also be connected, which you should see the schematic. If you have bought a new programmer or updated the software, be sure to click the firmware update button to update your programmer. Here you can see the buttons and it is clear from their names what they are going to do. In the next chapters, I will explain more about these buttons. Well, I hope the first session was useful for you and I hope I can make good tutorials for you. Please do not forget to subscribe and like to support me. Hope to see you soon, with the next tutorial.